created our own Choose Your Own Adventure book. And look at Scott Miller right on it.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, Scott.
We took into account some of your feedback. You'll be happy to know, Lee, I did start Oops All Todd or Oops All Crevasses.
You did.
So that has
Concussions.
been yes, Oops All Concussions. I want to do a series: Oops All Todds, Oops All Crevasses, and Oops All Concussions. And yeah, so I have the outline set up and a couple of great endings. I don't want to spoil it, but it involves a concussion. Um, and I think people will love this book. I mean, it's going to be very similar to the Christmas one, where there was only like 6, 8 endings, maybe.
6 endings, 8 endings. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
So just yeah, but just stay tuned soon, hopefully, because again, like just family stuff, getting ill. But Oops, All Concussions should be hopefully one we can talk about soon here.
Let me guess. One of the endings has a concussion in it.
One of them. It's
One of them.
how
It's kind of like it's like the Titanic movie. The boat sinks at the end.
it's not what happens, it's how it happens, kids. That's what we care about. Exactly. So anyway, without further ado, so you said this off camera or off line here. You actually implemented some of the changes that we had, some feedback.
Yes. So one of the feedback was a few of the encounters were just a few lines. So I tried to expound on those a little bit and make them a little more detailed. At the beginning, they were just kind of fillers. I needed something to get you from point A to point B, and then I did add a couple more Todds, a couple more crevasses, and a few more concussions. So not as many as the Oops All Concussions, but a few more.
I mean,
and a Todd.
Exactly. You know, it's the 12 Days of Christmas style when it comes to and a Todd and a pear tree. With that being said, we'll probably just dive right into the beginning again, like we did last time.
Yeah.
And
so let's just we're gonna go through this. Yeah, at least one more time. We did.
Yeah.
I think I counted. There's 34 endings in this.
My goodness.
So we did probably 8 or so.
We did about 8 last time, so we'll do as many as we can in this hour.
And it's still a little rough. I gotta clean it up a little bit to make it look a little better, and then when it's ready to go, we'll post it on the website uchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com, and people can download and read it all you want. So, and I did work on some illustrations, but it's a work in progress.
Listen, this is you're getting this for the low price of free, everybody.
That's right. So, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. You get it. You get what you pay for. All right. So with that being said, let's dive right in, man.
Wouldn't it be fun if we could do it? You could have, you get a free concussion when you get this PDF.
Guaranteed free concussion. That'd be hilarious. If we send them a PDF and when they open it, we just come through the screen and punch them.
You get a concussion.
Concussed. Carnivorous.
Or a guy knocks on your door when you open it and says, "Hi, my name's Todd."
Did you concussed by a Todd? See, that's one of my endings. Oops, all concussion. See, you just ruined it.
That would be great.
Now it'll be like
carnivorous plants.
I was like, oh, did you order a copy of the Uchoose Mysterious Forest Choose Your Own Adventure Which Way book? I did, as a matter of fact. You get a free concussion with that, Ooh, can I pass
a complimentary Todd?
It'd be nice if you could re-gift the concussion. So you could be like, listen, I don't want the concussion for me. I want it for someone else. I think we could do that. We can certainly one re-gift. You're not going to do white elephant this thing.
No. We could also put a little, a lot of the Choose Your Own Adventure books have a little dedication. We dedicate this one to Todd with all of our concussions and something like that. We'll have to come up with something.
I don't want to ruin this, but I will say a spoiler. This might get people excited to read this. There's a part in the book where you get a concussion on top of a concussion. You're laying in your hospital bed, concussed, and then a chunk of equipment out of the ceiling falls on top of you. Concussed again.
Concussed again. Yes.
Concussed squared. Just saying. It wouldn't be called Oops All Concussions if there wasn't a double concussion happen.
you're gonna have to turn it up to 11. Concussion that causes the concussion, and then the concussion,
Exactly.
or you get concussed and two other people get concussed with you.
You just take multiple hits down the hill. Just whap, whap, whap. All head. Every hit you make is on your head.
Oh man. Anyway,
Anywho,
speaking of concussions,
let's get at it.
So start. I'll start this one,
All
and
right.
then it's been 3 weeks, so good luck and finding where we went last time. We'll
Let's
just roll
start from the
with it.
beginning. Yeah, man. No better place to start.
Yeah. Mysterious Forest. Here we go. You're a curious, adventurous 9-year-old in the summer afternoon of 1986. While exploring the vast woods near your grandparents' house, you stumble on a mysterious path you've never seen before. As the path winds deeper into the forest, you realize you're on the brink of an extraordinary adventure. You follow the path until it splits into two directions. To the left, the path is covered in bright, colorful flowers that seem to shimmer in the sunlight. To the right, the path is dark and shadowy, with twisted trees and an eerie silence. All right, we got 3 choices. If you choose to follow the path of the colorful flowers, turn to page 2. If you follow the dark, shadowy path, turn to page 6. If you choose neither path and venture into the deep woods, turn to page 74. Now, I think last time we went to page 74, so let's see if anybody wants to go to page 2 or page 6. So that would be the colorful flowers or the shadowy path. Let us know, shadowy path or colorful flowers, in the chat. By the way, if you're, we didn't go over this, but this is the Uchoose podcast where we go through these books. This one is the self-made publication, but normally we go through the old Choose Your Own Adventure books, and then when we get to Decision Point, if you're watching live, you can help decide where we get to go. So, all right, we got page 2 color. So we got 2 votes for colorful flowers so far. So we'll wait just another few seconds, and then we'll probably be going to page 2, Eddie.
We got big time fan of the show, Mr. BRS is in the house.
I know. We got
the full compliment here.
Mr. BRS, the great super fans. So.
We if we could get the old, like back season 1 of Uchoose, we get Carolyn and Alan here at some point. That'd be crazy. My brain would blow up.
Boom. Eddie's brain matter all over the camera.
It's like that's the final concussion. All right, I think we got colorful flowers all over the place here, so we're gonna do that. All right, page 2.
Yes.
The colorful flowers lead you to a beautiful garden. As you explore, you notice the flowers change color and shape right before your eyes. Suddenly, what appears to be a leprechaun jumps out from behind a bush. Hold! You took a correspondence course in cryptozoology a few months ago, and so you are certain of what you see. That's my only Irish. It's all leprechauns. You're so startled and can stumble back, tripping on a stick and fall, hitting your head on the hard trail. Concussion number 1. Get that up there on the...
Yes.
I got it.
Yeah,
concussion
I'm going to get
meter.
that up there for you.
I got it.
You did it. Awesome.
You black out and wake up a few seconds later. The leprechaun stands above you, staring curiously at you. I am Tiberius, guardian of the Garden of Illusions, the leprechaun says. You must solve my riddle to proceed. Tiberius asks, what has roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees, up it goes, and yet never grows? If you answer a mountain, turn to page 8. If you answer a shadow, turn to page 10. I was going to say my blood pressure, leprechaun. You're killing me.
That's everybody over 40, right?
He did, Scott. I would shamelessly admit that most of my impressions are based off of cartoon characters from cereal commercials.
Oops, all leprechauns? Is that the next one?
Exactly. Dude, it'd be hilarious. We got mountain. We got, let me see here. We got 2 mountains.
Okay.
We got all mountains. Page 8, sir. Page 8 for you.
All right. All right, page 8. Here we go. Mountain path. Correct, Tiberius exclaims, his voice echoing like the thunder across the mystical space. The garden fades away, its lush foliage dissolves like watercolors in the rain, and you find yourself at the base of a towering mountain. A narrow path winds up the rocky slope, dotted with patches of resilient alpine flowers pushing through the cracks. As you climb several feet up the slope, your boots scrape against loose shale. You slip and
What
fall,
the shale?
hitting your head on the rocks below. You watch
Yes!
as stars explode behind your eyes, and for several seconds you black out. There we go. Another one. The metallic taste of blood fills your
Oh,
mouth.
snap.
You rest for a few minutes. Yeah, but you got
We're
blood and
more,
a
we're more
concussion.
than concussed.
Yes. You rest for a few minutes, then get up and continue your journey, your temple throbbing with each step. You encounter a fork in the path. One direction leads to a rickety old bridge over a deep
What
crevasse.
the fork?
Its weathered wooden planks swaying ominously in the bitter mountain wind. The other path leads to a dark cave where the echoes of dripping water and something else,
Uh-oh.
something less natural, emanates from its yawning mouth. The late afternoon sun casts long shadows across the mountainside, making the decision before you even more daunting. A cold wind whips around you, carrying the scent of pine and something ancient. In the distance, a lone eagle circles overhead, as if waiting to see which path you choose. Your heart pounds as you weigh your options, knowing whichever route you take, there may be no turning back. All right, here we go. If you choose to cross the bridge, turn to page 16. If you choose to enter the cave, turn to page 18. So the bridge or the cave? Let us know in the chat. All right.
We're
Got to
off to
vote for
we're off to
the
choices
bridge.
already. I love this.
I know. Yeah, another concussion and another crevasse. I mean, you
Listen,
pack them in there. It's like packing that suitcase. You just cram it in
you're
there.
like, if I can't get more choose your own adventure cliches in here, like we really should do a series. I think, like, instead of like the cave of time, it's the cave of tucked in shirts. Like, oh my god, there's
Insurance.
not one shirt
Oh,
that's not tucked in.
that's what I've never really mentioned that our shirt is tucked in. That's a good one. I'll have to remember.
We
We'll
should
do a
do
little
one where
editing.
you get transported to an alternate world where all the shirts are tucked in, and for some reason yours became untucked in the travels, and it's like you get thrown in jail.
Yes. I think you remember the book, The Wrinkle in Time?
Yeah.
And the kid goes to a universe where they have to bounce the ball and
Uh-huh.
synchronize, and one of the kids doesn't. And
Yeah.
it has to go to this like shock therapy room.
Yeah.
So it'd be like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's tucked in.
It's
All
like
right.
it's a
So
land
we
of
got
hope.
for the cave. I thought we had one for the bridge and one for the cave. Oh
Ooh.
boy, we might be split, but let's give it another
Let's see
second
where
or
we
two.
can get a.
Otherwise, we're going to have to flip the Uchoose coin here if we don't have another vote. So it's the bridge or the cave.
I
I
think
don't
it'd
think
be
we've gone through either one of these. So this is new. I'm pretty sure. But cave.
cave. It
Oh,
is.
cave. Okay, so that's page 18.
All right, I'm on the way.
Dark
18.
cave.
The dark cave.
Yes.
You turn on the flashlight you always carry, the beam slicing
Yes,
through the oppressive darkness as you step cautiously into the cave. Each footfall sends echoes dancing off the jagged walls, a reminder of your solitude in this subterranean world. The air is cool and sharp, wrapping around you like a shroud, and the faint scent of earth and moss fills your lungs with each breath. Shadows flicker and shift as your flashlight beam sweeps across the uneven terrain, revealing glistening stalactites that hang like icicles from the ceiling, dripping periodically into the small puddles below. Ahead, you notice a faint glow emanating from several yards down the narrow passage, drawing you drawing your curiosity like a moth to a flame. It's difficult to discern whether the light is natural or something more enigmatic, but it pulses softly, beckoning you closer. Pulses like your temple from smashing it into a rock.
from our concussion.
Concussion
Yes.
time. The walls of the cave seem to close in around you, heightening your senses as you weigh your options. The thrill of the unknown thrumming in your veins. Or could that be my head injury? With every step,
Yes,
the, the,
the loss of blood.
the air feels thicker, charged with anticipation, and you can't shake the feeling that something extraordinary lies just beyond the reach of your flashlight. If you move towards the light, turn to page 79. If you decide to turn back and leave the cave, turn to page 32. Towards the
Okay,
light
towards the light.
or not towards the light?
Yes, leave the cave or go towards the light. Go towards the
My
light.
experience is either you do or you don't. Depends on where you're at in your journey.
Good point. Good point. Good
Like,
point.
where am I at now in
Yeah.
my journey? Would I go towards the light in my journey right now?
Well,
I'd
yes. I mean, if
probably
it's
do it.
emanating from UFO, you would.
I run right to
You're
it.
like, take you.
Like, you'd have no trouble. I'd have no trouble. I just start dead sprint.
Come on, take me with you.
I'd be Richard Dreyfuss in
The
Close
aliens.
Encounters.
Yeah. The aliens would be like, we've never had them run towards our ship. What's this? What's wrong with this Earthling?
They turn me away. They're like, "You seem too eager. We don't want you." I'm like, "No, no,
Yeah.
no."
No. Oh, we're split.
He
We
wants
got
it too
one
much.
follow the light, and one says leave the cave. So we'll give it another few seconds here, and see. Going towards the light never hurt anyone.
Yeah,
Invoking the Algaris.
it's true. It's true.
Yes.
Yeah,
Never hurt anyone.
yeah.
Probably not a
Permanent
good idea.
healing, as they say.
There you go. Permanent
He's
healing.
not
Yeah,
in pain
that's a
anymore.
good point. No, no. All right. Well, should we flip the coin, or
I
are we going to give it another?
I say. Oh no, wait. We have 2 votes for the light.
Oh, do we?
Well, if you count Mr.
No.
BRS.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Oh man. All right. Light, page 79. That would be me. So we're gonna go clear to 79. We're just jumping all over
79, dude. Wait a minute. That doesn't work. Never mind.
Oh wait. All right. So that's when you hear Todd's whiny voice behind you. Somehow he followed you again.
The Toddening?
Even though you specifically. Yes, the Toddening. This is Todd with 1D. We're not even doing 2Ds. So, all right. He followed you, even though you specifically waited until he was busy with his model rockets to sneak away. Before you can tell him to leave, there's a yelp and a sound of sliding rocks. Oh, okay, there we go. Your flashlight beam catches him sprawled on the cave floor, clutching his ankle and doing that fake crying thing he always does to get attention. But this time, the way his foot is twisted looks actually serious, and his face has gone pale beneath its usual coating of dirt and fruit punch stains. I forgot to put that in there.
His usual coating of fruit and dirt and fruit punch stains.
Yeah, coating of dirt and fruit punch stains.
That's so funny, dude. Oh my god!
Like, I don't know if you remember when you were kids. Some kids always had like the Kool-Aid mustache,
dude,
all the time.
Yeah, and the one kid that always puked. The puker, yes. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. Yep. Yep. So that's kind of what I was trying to get at. The kid that always had the
fruit punch stain. If you don't know who the kid with the fruit punch stains were, that was you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was exactly. I think it's broken. He manages between genuine sobs, and for once, you almost feel sorry for him. Almost. Then, or you tell him to stay put while you get help, secretly enjoying how his eyes go wide with fear.
Oh God!
As the thought of being alone in the dark. As you head back toward the entrance, you consider taking your time. Maybe this will finally teach him to stop following you everywhere. Oh man, I made this really cold.
That's hilarious. You made him vile.
The walk home takes longer than expected, and by the time you reach your front porch, the summer sun is setting behind the neighbor's house. Your mom calls you in for dinner. She's made your favorite mac and cheese with hot dogs cut into little octopi. The smell of melted cheese makes your stomach growl, and you settle into your usual spot at the kitchen table. It isn't until you're halfway through your second helping, watching cartoons on the small kitchen TV, that a faint memory tugs at your mind. Something about Todd in the cave, but the thought drifts away as easily as it came, lost in the comfort of home and the taste of dinner. Later that night, as you're drifting asleep, you vaguely wonder why Todd's mom is frantically knocking at your front door. Then you suddenly remember Todd and lead the police and the medics to the cave. The end. So we ditched Todd.
You ditched Todd in the cave, dude. That's amazing. It's dirt and fruit, and you just
Oh man.
completely, you totally kid spaced him off too. You were like, I got better things to do,
Yes,
Todd.
yes, yes. We just forgot about Todd. We had to leave. I didn't want to leave him for dead, but I did want to make him suffer
That's a
because of
total
our
kid move.
completely.
This reminds me, and these guys, Mr. BRS, you'll get this. He's like, wait, what? LOL. Exactly. Here's the thing. I remember when I lived in upstate New York, I had this friend named Eric, and he would call me up. He would call me up to come and no names. His name was Eric. I won't give you his last name. He would call me up to hang out, and I would like get ready and ride my bike over there. And in the time it took, and I gotta tell you, I was a nerdy kid, so a phone call to come and hang out was gold. Like, so I did not take my time. Got there
Yeah.
quick. I get there. There's some other kid over there playing, and he would look at me straight faced and go, I'm only allowed to have one friend over at a time. So I called a whole bunch of people, and yeah, dude, he did the shotgun approach. And
Wow. Basically, the first one that gets there
I
wins.
had to turn around and go home. I was like, that's a total 80s kid move, man.
Oh,
Total 80s kid move to be like, yeah.
oh, that is.
So I'm just saying.
So you were the Todd.
I was totally the Todd. I probably had fruit punch stains all over my cheeks. Just saying, this is not abnormal. This is not an anomaly.
Punch stain Eddie.
Exactly. So we should go back, and then where should we go back?
Yes.
Should we go
Let's
back
see.
to
We
the?
went to that was 18, wasn't it? I think we were on page 18.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 18. Yeah, dark cave. So move towards the light.
Yeah.
That's what we did. No. Oh, we let. Yeah, we did. Okay,
Yeah.
so turn back and leave the
Alright.
cave.
All right. What page was that?
Be page.
He was friend
32.
rationing. He was. He was totally like, listen.
Yes, he was.
I'm calling like 4 dudes.
Sorry.
Whoever gets here first is the guy I'm hanging out with.
But there were moms like that. You can only bring one friend over.
Oh yeah, they weren't having a dude. Baby boomer parents, they weren't gonna have a house full of like 6 kids going crazy. No, no.
Crazy? No, one kid.
But
one
he
friend.
was
That's
was the kid that like hacked the system. He's probably had a couple kids say yes, and they never showed up. So he'd call another one. He's like, I'm calling 6 friends, whoever comes over.
Oh, that's probably what happened. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, for sure. I was, and I did live further away. I had to ride my bike. Total 80s move again. My parents weren't driving me. Are you kidding me? I mean, kid distance. Oh God, dude, come on.
That's another one. Yes. That's only 2 miles to ride your bike to school. It's not a big deal.
Without a joke, it was more than a mile away. I'm not even kidding. It's totally a mile plus.
But mom, and you'd be like, Mom, there was gunfire when I was going to school. It's okay. Just drive fast. Ride your bike fast.
That's
it's okay.
the part. We'll be done here. That's the part people like romanticize. They watch like the Goonies and they're like, oh my God, how cool was that? You just rode your bike. Yes, you know why? Because our parents didn't care. Not like they didn't care in a cool way. They didn't care.
Remember, they had that thing come on TV at 10 o'clock at night. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are at?
For real?
That wasn't just
no.
It was for real.
Because boomers at some point would go, something's missing. What's missing? Do we have a kid? Oh man, I almost forgot we had a kid. Thank God the news is on. Anyway. So we're going to turn back and leave. So we're going to turn back and leave. Yes. We're not going to walk towards the light. We're going to turn to page 32.
Okay.
You decide the cave is too risky and turn back. As you exit, you're like, I'm not getting another concussion. As you exit and walk for several hours, a sudden mountain storm catches you off guard. The first fat droplets splatter across leaves above, and within minutes, the air is filled with the sharp scent of ozone. You spot a hollow beneath an ancient oak just as lightning splits the sky. You wait several minutes, and the small storm passes. You continue your journey. You notice a narrow, overgrown path that seems to wind up the mountain in a different direction. If you take the narrow path, turn to page 6. If you return to the main path, turn to page 16.
Okay.
So narrow path
Scott said we get
or main path. Well, Scott, you're gonna miss out. Don't do it, buddy. Hurry it up. Whatever you're doing.
yes. That's a BRB. Be right back.
Microwave those
So yeah,
chicken
narrow
nuggets
path
quicker.
or main path. Yeah, exactly. Or like the other story, they cut up hot dogs in your macaroni
Listen,
and cheese.
I'll tell you,
The thing.
you know, I'm married now, but single dad stories. I would like sometimes at night if I just didn't cook dinner for the kids because I didn't have them that week, I just make like 8 o'clock p.m. chicken nuggets. Like
Yep, yep. Hit the spot.
nothing sad about this meal.
No. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. Narrow path for carnivorous plant. He wants to take the narrow path. Why take the big path? Well, you can take the narrow
Carnivorous plant gets it, man. He knows about that friend rationing. You're like, dude, you called me over. Yeah, I can only have one friend. What?
path. Oh,
Nice, bro.
that's yeah.
He was
Yeah,
also the
yeah,
kid that had
exactly.
all the Transformers. I'm not even kidding you. Like he'd be like, "Bring your
So he's a cool
Transformers."
kid.
He's the spoiled kid. He's the Adam Goldberg. He'd be like,
Uh,
"Dude, bring over your Transformers." I bring over all 4 of them, and then he just had like everything. He had Metroplex. He had everything. I was like,
whoa,
"Oh, he had
really?
the big ones. He
Wow.
had the big dogs."
Yeah, like Omega as Omega Supreme, that big rocket one.
Omega Supreme. Yes. By the way, did you know? And I have to put this up in our thing. I have not the vintage one. I have the reissue one that came out like in the mid 2000s.
Oh,
Your boy
really?
got himself an Omega
Cool.
Supreme.
Supreme. All right.
I got that after the divorce. I was like, this is Eddie's treat to himself.
I'm taking this with
I
me.
slept with it. Don't get me. I held it in my bed like a teddy bear.
Hugging it as you sleep. That's
So we got
awesome.
page 6.
Okay. Narrow path and page 6. Okay, so it's the narrow path, Eddie. So that's back to page 6. Oh wait,
you,
that's me.
That's you, sir.
Me. Yeah, page 6. I tried to do some loops on this one, and I don't think this is. Or no, never mind. This is not a loop. Okay. You bravely step into the dark and shadowy path which leads down a crevasse.
Oh,
Feeling proud of yourself. After all, you're 9, practically grown up, and you've watched tons of scary movies without even flinching. Well, maybe you flinched once or twice, but nobody saw.
doesn't count.
The trees seem to close in. Yeah, it doesn't count. The trees seem to close in around you, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. You hear strange noises echoing through the woods, probably just squirrels or something. Still, you walk a little faster, kicking at loose stones to show whatever it is out there that you mean business. You walk for several minutes, humming the theme song from your favorite commercial jingle to keep yourself company. That's when you spot it, an old abandoned cabin tucked away in the woods.
Uh-oh.
Its weathered logs are covered in creeping moss, and the sagging roof looks like it's ready to cave in at any moment. A broken window stares at you like a sinister eye, its jagged glass teeth glinting in the fading light. To prove your bravery to absolutely no one, you strut towards the cabin, head held high. That's when it happens. You're so busy looking confident you don't notice the thick, twisted root snaking across your path. Your foot catches it perfectly, and suddenly the ground is rushing up to meet you. You try to catch yourself, but instead your head clips a low hanging branch with a solid thwack. All right, count it again.
Ding.
The world spins in a kaleidoscope of autumn colors, and the last thing you see before everything goes dark is that creepy cabin window, which now seems to be laughing at you.
So much brain
Your last
damage.
conscious thought, yes, it is. Your last conscious thought is hoping that nobody from school ever finds out about this totally uncool moment. When you finally come to, you're lying on your back, staring up at the canopy of leaves above. Your head throbs, and there's a decent sized bump forming where you hit the branch. How long were you out? The light seems different now, dimmer, and the shadows have grown longer. The cabin looms even closer.
I need
and you could swear
glasses
that
from now on.
Yes, because we're on our 3rd head trauma. You could swear that broken window is watching you even with more interest than before. All right, here comes the choices, not 2, but 3 choices.
Ooh.
If you decide to enter the cabin, turn to page 12. If you decide to keep walking past the cabin, turn to page 14. Turn around and take another path into the woods, turn to page 37. So let us know, do we go into the cabin? Do we walk past the cabin? Or do we choose another path? Let us know in the chat as we ice our concussion.
As we try to calculate the IQ points we've lost from all
Yeah.
the head damage, brain damage.
Speaking of boomers, Eddie, when we had a head trauma, they would be like, "Oh, we need to take you to the hospital and get this checked out." They'll be like, "Yeah,
Nah,
he's not passing out.
nah,
I don't see any blood. He's
no,
fine."
no,
Just
no. My mom had the classic boomer thing where she would like shine a flashlight in your eyes to see if they dilated, and if they did, she's like, "You're fine, get out of here." And I'm like, "You're not even a
yeah,
doctor."
doctor. Yes,
Like I felt my
I'm surprised you
brain.
got that.
I felt my brain smash my
Yes,
skull. I felt it, and you're like, "Just go, get out of my face, make me sick."
football as a freshman, we would play this game called Bull in the Ring.
Mm.
So all the guys would get in a big circle, and then if you're the freshman, you had to go in the middle, and the coach would call out a number, and whatever number the outside the bigger guys were, they would have to run and hit you, and you have to hit them back as hard as you could. Oh man, so many kids passed out from that.
Oh yeah,
It's called Bull in the Ring.
yeah,
So you're a scrawny little freshman that's like 5'1", 103 pounds, soaking wet, and these guys are like 200 pounds running at you.
yeah, yeah. And that was the '80s. That was that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good for you.
And if you passed out, they would just kind of pull him to the edge and kind of wake him up, and then just keep going.
Right. See, that's what happened. We have votes for
no problem.
everybody wants to take another path into the woods. So let's get us to a different path.
37. We're up to 3 concussions, right?
3. You never
3
meant to
concussions.
wander so far into the woods, but something seemed to be leading you deeper into the forest. As you push through a thick patch of brambles, the ground beneath your feet begins to spin like a carnival ride, and the dark forest dissolves into a blinding white light. When your vision finally clears, the familiar maple trees have vanished, replaced by towering cacti and rolling tumbleweeds beneath a scorching desert sun. This must be a time slip. You've heard of these occurrences when you heard about it on the radio show Coast to Coast AM. With Art Bell, not with the other guy. The sound of horse hooves and creaking wagon wheels draws your attention to a dusty trail where a line of wooden buildings stretches into the distance. A weather-beaten sign swings in the hot breeze. Welcome to Rattlesnake Creek, established 1876. Exactly 101 years later, I'd be born. Your modern sneakers and tucked-in collared shirt, there we go.
There we go. I did have
Definitely doesn't fit in here, and several curious townsfolk have already noticed you standing at the edge of their frontier town. To your left, a kindly-looking woman who introduces herself as Martha is in a long dress is beckoning you toward the safety of her general store. To your right, a gruff-looking cowboy is mumbling repeatedly about going to the saloon. Behind you, the desert stretches endlessly toward distant mountains, and you swear you can see deep gorges between the cacti. You need to find answers and a way back to your own time. What do you do? Do you go to the general store, turn to page 55, go to the saloon, turn to page 69, 69 dudes, take your chances in the desert, page 63 to the desert. Now, I will say, last time we did go to the saloon.
We did.
Yes. Is it Advent?
So maybe take that one off.
I would take that one off only because we did that last time.
Yeah.
So 55, go to
general
the store, yeah, or desert.
Or desert. Yeah. General store or desert.
And Mr. BRS is like, I'm going to try me the desert. Get me in that desert.
Oh, he's already voted?
Boom.
Holy cow. Quick draw. Quick draw McGraw. General store. So we got to vote for general store and the desert.
And maybe that was Mr. BRS's last vote. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
It's fun to see. I think everyone tonight is watching us on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice. I think we've got I think it's all YouTube tonight. Fun fact for anyone listening.
Oops, all YouTube.
Oops, all YouTube. All concussed YouTubes. Fun fact, anyone listening to us after the fact or anyone else, we also are on Twitch. and the old Facebook, which is
Yep. Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. So we got 3 options for you.
just so many
Just like, well,
choices.
not like this choice. 2 votes for general store. That's 55. So I'll take that one. I'm going to go to the general store.
All
I gotta
right,
remember this one. This one's a good, or at least I think it's a good storyline.
that's
So
fine. Go
we'll see.
for it, sir.
All right. When you enter, the kind woman introduces herself as Martha Wilkins, quickly ushering you inside her store before too many people notice your strange attire. As she bolts the door, she reveals that she too is from the future, trapped here from the year 1997 when
Ooh,
she experienced a time slip. I think I'm going to have to go back and edit that, but we'll get to it later. Anyway, experienced a time slip when hiking in Montana. You begin to feel relief and finding another time traveler until you notice her warm smile slowly transforms into something more calculating as she pulls out a ledger. You're the third one this month, she says, her tone shifting from motherly to businesslike. We're getting better at predicting where the slips will appear. Before you can react, 2 armed men emerge from the back room. Martha explains that she leads a gang that has been exploiting time travelers' knowledge
ooh,
to manipulate historical events for profit. They've learned all travelers disappear within a few days during the full moon, but that's plenty of time to extract valuable information from them.
oh,
She shows you her careful records of stock market crashes, gold mine locations, and other historical events they've been quietly profiting from across time. Martha offers you a choice. Help them plan next week's train robbery, one that history says will succeed to net over $100,000 in gold. And she'll give you a share of the take, plus period appropriate clothing and shelter until the next full moon in 3 days. Refuse, and you'll have to take your chances on your own. Besides, she adds with a knowing smile, helping us might be your only way home. The last 2 travelers who refused our offer never made it to the full moon.
ooh.
Such dangerous times we live in. You notice her hand resting near a hidden revolver as she awaits your answer, while through the store window you can see the sheriff beginning his afternoon patrol of the dusty streets. You've got to think fast, cooperate with Martha's scheme and potentially damage the timeline, or refuse and take your chances in the desert. All right, here we go. Cooperate with Martha's scheme, turn to page 66. Take your chances in the desert, turn to page 63. So, do we cooperate with Martha or do we take our chances? Let us know in the chat.
Can I just say
All right.
I'm loving this? This is
Yeah.
a great.
I
This
kind
is
of
a
like this story. Yeah. So you're a time traveling bandit, basically, right?
yeah. Well, to quote Carnivorous Plant here, it's like, how many concussions does it take to become a train robber? 3. It takes 3.
3. Yeah. It takes 3. Yes. Yeah.
We went from not a train
Ooh,
robber,
you
3
could do
concussions
something
later.
like this. So we could do another time or another storyline where you have the concussion, you go through this big adventure, and then you just wake up
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
hospital or
not.
something like
Oh,
that.
yeah. I was like, it was all a dream. It was all a concussion
It's all
fever
dream.
dream.
Dream. Yes. 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 Train robbers. Oh wow. So we got, yeah, it's all going along with Martha's scheme. So
Oops.
that's you, Eddie, page
Oops,
66.
all Martha.
Oh, oops, all Martha.
56. 66.
Good. I'm glad we found this one. I kind of like this storyline.
You reluctantly agree to help, and Martha's smile returns as she leads you to the back room to begin planning. Over the next 2 days, you help coordinate the heist while trying to ignore the dark humanoid shapes you keep seeing in your peripheral vision. At first, once again, head trauma. At first, you
Yeah,
dismiss
yeah, that's
them
true.
as tricks of the desert light through the store windows until you notice Martha's gang members nervously crossing themselves whenever they pass certain shadows. Late one night, while reviewing the train schedules, you overhear Martha arguing with someone in her office. But when you peek inside, she's gone, seemingly speaking to a tall, dark figure. Oh, sorry, she's alone, not gone. Speaking to a tall, dark figure that disappears the moment you try to focus on it. The next morning, she explains what you saw. The shadow people, as she calls them, are temporal entities that feed on disruptions in the timeline. They've been following her gang since she started manipulating historical events, growing stronger with each alteration to the past. This is the great storyline, just saying. The night before the heist, Martha reveals the full truth. Her medallion was given to her by those entities, allowing her to control the time slips, but at a price. Each successful manipulation of history strengthens their presence in our world, and they're demanding bigger changes. The train robbery isn't just about gold, it's about creating a massive temporal disruption that the shadow people need for some larger purpose. On the morning of the heist, as you ride toward Devil's Gorge, you notice the shadows growing longer despite the rising sun. Martha seems increasingly anxious, constantly touching her medallion, which now pulses with an eerie dark light. The shadow people are gathering around the train tracks ahead, their forms more solid than ever before. You realize this robbery might be more than just money. It could be the event that gives these entities permanent access to our world. Now you must decide, oh dang, help complete the heist and risk unleashing these temporal parasites across time itself, or try to stop both Martha and the shadow people by destroying the medallion during the chaos of the robbery. Complete the heist, page 7, or stop both Martha and the shadow people, page 33. That's pretty great. I won't lie. We should
Yes, I
publish
kind
this
of
for
like
real.
the shadow people. I was trying to connect some sort of the paranormal and the Wild West in some sort of fashion.
Listen, man,
So how about a
you got like dusty old prospectors talking to themselves. You got shadow people. You got time travel. You got Old West. You got Scott thinking about things.
try to get it all on one page so that we don't have too much.
Dude, that is classic choose your own adventure. The whole story changes on one page. Yeah.
Yeah, Edward Packard was really good at that. Well, a lot of them were, but anyway, he was really good.
Carnivorous plant busting out. I bet you. See if I'm wrong. Destroyed him with a flashlight. He's invoking one of my favorite video games, Alan
Oh,
Wake.
or Luigi's Mansion. He
Or
does the
Luigi's
Nintendo game with
Mansion. Oh, I
too.
bet you it's a Luigi's Mansion reference.
But Alan Wake too.
Have you
Yes, you're
played
right.
Alan
You're right.
Wake, Lee?
It's been a long
So
time.
good.
But yes, it is good. Yes, that's a good horror kind of horror genre. Yeah,
Carnivorous Plant just said he'd buy a physical copy of this book. We got one sale already, Lee. There we go. We're gonna publish this sucker.
Free Concussion.
I will say, what's this? Why not? Why not do a limited run like Carl? Publish like a handful of copies and then sell them.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm talking
they're
about
like hard
hand
copies.
copies, bro. With that nice velvety cover, we can sign it ourselves.
There you
Just
go.
telling you,
Yeah,
bring the genre back.
There you go. The paper. Ooh, a little tiny
That's what
paperback,
I'm
just like
saying.
the
That
original.
exact size you can put in your back pocket.
I'll have to look into that.
Just
I don't know
saying.
what that would
I
cost.
went
But
to
yeah.
a magazine or a zine conference this last weekend here in Omaha, and there's small little like little books like this. Like hold on, like this size. You can just put in your back pocket, and they were like $5. I'm like, all right.
Nice. Okay. Well, we'll look into that. I'll just give it out to some fans.
All right, guys, where are we going with this? Are we stopping?
Looks like page 33. I think Scott Miller said page
Stop them!
33.
Moment of conscience.
Yeah, we would do the artwork would be all AI. I'm not gonna.
We'd have to, guys. I'm
Pay. Well,
sorry, we're not gonna.
I can't afford to pay somebody.
Here's what I'll promise: we
to
could
do
do
it.
the paid
But
version of the AI, so it's a better version.
that would probably be about the most that we would do.
I would do the paid version of the AI. We got to be realistic here. I'd love to employ artists. I'd love to employ some artists, but that's really expensive and hard to do. And that's from experience.
Our kids take all our money.
For real.
Yeah. No wonder boomers were so salty, huh?
They didn't well, I guess they did publish some books. Not self-published.
So let's see, page 33, Eddie. I think that's you. Stop Martha and the shadow people.
Is that me or is that you?
See, that's how bad my
I can
memory
do it.
is.
I'll do it. 33. I want to see where this goes. During the chaos of the robbery, can you hear me okay? During the chaos of the robbery, you seize your chance. While Martha is distracted directing her men, you grab the medallion from around her neck. That's ballsy. You just grabbed her on her neck.
It is.
The Martha neck
Taking it.
grab. Its chain breaking easily as if wanting to be free. The shadow people immediately turn their attention to you, their forms rushing forward like living darkness. You hurl the medallion against the canyon wall just as Martha raises her revolver. The medallion shatters against the gorge wall with a sound like shattering time itself. A
Ooh.
blinding light erupts from the broken pieces, and the shadow people shriek in a frequency that makes your bones ache. Again, could that be the head trauma?
Could be.
They begin to dissolve, pulled back through countless temporal rifts that snap shut behind them. Martha and her gang vanish too, perhaps returned to their own times, perhaps erased entirely. You feel the familiar spinning sensation of a time slip and wake up back in the modern world, in the exact spot where you first entered the forest. Everything seems normal, except for a small article in the local museum about strange shadow like figures that appeared in photographs taken at Devil's Gorge in 1878. And then they were never seen again. 3 months after returning home from 1876, we might have to fix that. I think it's a little typo there.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Your
Yep.
real-time edits here, kids. You're helping at the museum's research department when the director introduces a new employee, a woman named Martha Wilkins, whose knowing smile sends a chill down your spine. As she shakes your hand, you notice a familiar scar on her lower neck where the medallion's chain used to rest. And in her shadow on the wall behind you swear you can see other darker shapes moving independently. That night, while locking up the museum, I love how we're 9 and we're locking up the museum at night. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a
of
9-year-old.
course.
I work at a museum.
Yeah, you can trust me.
While locking up the museum, you discover ancient symbols written on the back of the Devil's Gorge photograph display. Symbols that weren't there yesterday, written in handwriting you recognize from an old general store ledger.
Oh,
Dang! That was
you
good.
like
That
that?
was good.
Somehow bring her back.
That
And yes,
that was good. Mind
I
blown.
think I could do. I love the Martha Wilkins character. We could almost do a book called Time Bandits or something like
Dude,
that.
have
You
and
know,
give the Martha Wilkins origin story. This is how we become rich, Lee. This is
she talks about all the other time travelers. You know, you could do stories on that. So let's go back to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I don't know what page would we. I know, I agree, Carnivorous. That was a good ending. What would we go back to?
Yeah,
Let me see here. We would go back to
that would be. Let's see. General store was 55. So where we don't try to we try to
pull off the heist still.
cooperate. Yeah, pull off the heist still. So we cooperate with Martha. That was 66. So complete the heist. Page 7, right?
All right,
Yeah,
that'd be you
because
then.
we tried to stop her. So page 7. All right, let's go back. And got time for at least one more here. All
Oh,
right.
for sure.
You decide to follow through with the heist, looking for a way to sabotage Martha's plan, watching in horror as the shadow people grow more substantial with each step of the plan. When the dynamite explodes, separating the gold car from the train, the shadows surge forward like a dark tide, feeding on the temporal chaos. Martha's medallion begins to pulse violently, and the sky above Devil's Gorge turns an unnatural shade of purple.
How did it pulse again, Lee?
Violently
Ah!
pulse.
I just wanted
To your shock, you realize this was the Shadow People's plan all
to.
along. The
Shadow!
explosion combined with the medallion's power and the full moon has torn a permanent hole in reality. These entities begin to pour through, their forms solidifying as they step into our reality. Martha laughs triumphantly, but her victory is short-lived.
Oh.
The Shadow People have no more use for her, and she vanishes into the darkness with a terrified scream. As reality begins to fracture around you, you're suddenly pulled back into your own time. But it's not the world you left. The streets are filled with shadow people walking openly among the humans. and history books tell of the great darkening that began with a mysterious train robbery in 1876. Their elongated forms glide through the city square where once vibrant shops have been replaced by soul extraction factories, massive obsidian structures that pulse with an eerie violet light. The air itself feels heavy with despair, thick with the ethereal screams of those whose essence are being slowly drained to feed their otherworldly masters. Looking at the hollow-eyed humans shuffling through their daily routines, we do today. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess.
you yes, you realize with mounting horror that humanity has become nothing more than a renewable food source. Their souls are harvested and consumed by the shadow people in an endless cycle of supernatural sustenance. The end. There we
Whoa,
go.
that was a dark ending, bro. That was dark.
I was going to put a little end in there about you get shuffled to one of the factories, but I don't think I did. So
Time for your soul. Oh, we figured. No, we got shadow people and it's true. They do. They do. The irony is they're all involved in local government. I don't know why that is. They just are. It's weird. I know.
well, there was one more ending here that let's see, it was page. Let's see, we okay. Cooperate with
Carl, was that
Martha's
the winning
scheme.
ending? No, it wasn't the winning ending. There was a positive, and that's the balance. You came in on the
That was the
dark
bad
ending
one. Yeah.
there, Carl.
Yes.
Rewind the video a
Okay,
bit. You'll
maybe it
see
was
the better ending.
I think it was take a chance in the desert. I think that might have been it.
That
We
was
haven't done
it because
one.
that was the choice when she was like, "Do you help her? Do you not help her?"
Because page 55, we cooperate with Martha's scheme, or did we take our chances in the desert?
There it is.
Did we do that one?
Yeah.
I don't think we did that one. I'll take my
Yeah.
chances. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay. You want to take that one?
Yeah.
63?
63.
And I can do the next one. Yeah. Got time for one more.
63. So this is like we're not gonna help her and we're not gonna thwart her.
We're just gonna run to the desert.
I'll take my chances, you say firmly, backing towards the door. Martha's face hardens as she reaches for her revolver. But you're faster. Took a correspondence course and fast.
Yeah, we were on the track team.
You bolt and sprint down the dusty street, bullets splintering the wooden walkway behind you. The sheriff, startled by the gunfire, provides an unwitting distraction as you dash between buildings and out toward the desert. You run until your legs burn and your throat is raw from the dry air. As night falls, you find shelter. We would be winded now, but we passed the presidential fitness test back in the 80s, so we're good.
Yes,
we're all good.
Right.
We're all good.
President. Yes, you're exactly right.
Your modern knowledge of desert survival keeping you alive. I love this.
Wait, Eddie, you forgot a line.
Oh,
you forgot a crevasse.
Yeah. As night falls, you find shelter in a shallow crevasse. Your modern knowledge of desert survival keeping you alive. In the darkness, you notice strange markings on the crevasse walls, symbols that seem to pulse with an otherworldly light, similar to what you saw during your time slip. Using the remaining battery in your pen flashlight you always carry, you study the symbols, recognizing some that match scientific theories about temporal displacement you once read in Fate magazine, of which we were a contributor. Just before dawn, you hear horses approaching. Martha and her men have tracked you, but you've spent the night decoding the crevasse markings, and you're beginning to understand how the time slips work. Now you face I love overnight we figured out time slips. Now you face a...
Of course, we're
9 years old, 1984. We got this. Now you face a crucial decision. Attempt to trigger a time slip using your new knowledge, risking a jump to an unknown point in time, or try to make it to the nearby mining town where you could telegraph for help. The sound of Martha's voice echoes outside the cave as the first rays of sun begin to light the desert. Here's our choices, kids. Trigger a time slip. Dang! You can't slip me, I'll slip you.
Exactly.
Turn to page 64. Run to the nearby mining town. Turn to page 65. So, do I trigger a time slip
instead of cave?
Do I hold up my time grenade and go, I didn't do this. You did this.
I'm going to do this.
Or do we run to the nearby
Yes.
town?
Did this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trigger a time slip, carnivorous plant says. But yeah, I tried to put in there that we're 9 years old, and yeah, we'll just decipher this. It's not a big deal. We can do this.
We would cut if this was a
Our
if this was a
arrogance.
movie, we would cut to the montage of us figuring out time slips. Just like, ooh.
Oh, with like the 18 movie, 18 music playing in the background.
Time slips.
Boom. The montage. You always, you just need 2-minute montage, and boom, you're a master at whatever.
Yeah, they show up. You're like,
All right.
you got a gray streak in your hair from all the stress you've gone through overnight. I see you're back.
I was 9 5 hours ago.
I was 9 5 hours ago. Now I'm 49. I've aged 40 years in the span of one night as I learned time.
I learned how to do time travel or work at a business.
So we got trigger a time
Or
slip, and we got trigger. We got 2 votes for trigger a time slip. We'll give it another couple of seconds.
Okay, so that's 60.
See what happens here.
Otherwise, and we can do both or right next to each other if we want to.
We should do both. We have time.
We'll go to 64. Yeah,
we'll give you both, kids.
64.
So 64, right. You're up.
With Martha's voice growing closer, you quickly trace the symbols on the crevasse wall in the exact pattern you've decoded. Your fingers tremble as you follow each glowing line. The markings begin to pulse faster, their light intensifying like a heartbeat. You hear boots crunching on gravel just outside the crevasse when suddenly the familiar spinning sensation takes hold. The crevasse wall blows. Man, I got like a crevasse in every sentence there.
Our crevasse meter's off the chain, dude.
Just reached in the bucket of crevasses and just threw it in. All right. The crevasse walls blur and dissolve into pure light, but this time you remain conscious enough to notice how the symbols swirl around you like a cosmic language. You feel yourself being pulled through what seems like layers of time itself, catching glimpses of different eras, past, present, and strangely even potential futures. You recognize the fundamental pattern now.
Ooh.
These aren't just time slips, but a network of temporal pathways left behind by something or someone far more advanced than Martha's crude exploitation of them. When reality solidifies again, you find yourself back in the modern world, but not quite where you started. You're in a hidden research facility surrounded by scientists studying wall markings identical to those in the crevasse. On a nearby desk sits a familiar-looking ledger, far more weathered now, and a newspaper clipping about the mysterious disappearance of Martha Wilkins in 1876. The scientist explains they've been tracking these temporal anomalies for years, and your experience might be the key to understanding them. You realize your desert adventure was perhaps not as random as it seemed. You were meant to find those symbols and bring this knowledge back to the present. As you ponder the mysteries of time travel, you are interrupted. The door to your room opens, and a woman enters with another scientist. With an evil smile, she introduces herself as Martha Wilkins. She's been assigned to debrief you about the recent time travels. You have a sinking feeling this may not end well. The end. Ooh, so Martha haunts you constantly.
These endings are so good.
She just hunts you across time.
These are good endings, buddy.
I love that one.
I feel like my Bigfoot endings weren't so good. Okay, so we'll do 65. I'll read that one. This is the one where we're not going to trigger a time slip. What's that?
Yes. This is run to the nearby mining town.
I'm going to run for the nearby mining town. I'm going to do what they said when we were 80s kids. Stranger danger. Time traveling Martha danger. I'm going to run.
Yes.
I'm going to run.
I'm gonna run.
You decide to trust the modern history books. None of them mention the mysterious disappearance in 1876, which means you must have survived this somehow. Grabbing your flashlight and quickly copying down the symbols in your pocket notebook, again, a Choose Your Own Adventure staple.
Oh, yeah.
You spot a narrow gully at the back of the crevasse. Again, using your modern climbing skills, you climb. Hold on, let me change the crevasse meter again. There we go.
40 plus.
The gully. Yeah. Oh, hold on here. Using your modern climbing skills, you climb through just as Martha and her men enter the crevasse. The gully opens onto a steep ravine leading away from town. You hear Martha cursing as she realizes you've escaped. You reach the mining town of Silver Springs. The local telegraph operator is suspicious of your strange clothes and your tucked in shirt. We don't tuck shirts in around here. What you doing?
Yeah.
But you can't.
Okay, so I did have some tucked in shirts.
You
Good.
can't resist the gold coins you had in your pocket. Your message reaches the territorial marshal, and within days, Martha's operation is exposed. In her store's cellar, they find not only stolen gold, but evidence of other time travelers she'd trapped. Most of skulls. They found skulls. They found skulls and
Oh
skulls
yeah,
of time travelers.
time travelers.
Most surprisingly, they discover papers revealing she wasn't from 1997 at all. She was from much further in the future, systematically exploiting time slips for a larger organization. The full moon rises 3 days later as you hide in the marshal's office. The familiar spinning sensation returns, but this time you're ready. You've kept the copied symbols, and as you return to your own time, you know you'll be better prepared for if you ever encounter another temporal gateway. The last thing you see before the light takes you is Martha being led away in handcuffs. Her mysterious medallion now locked safely in the marshal's strongbox, waiting to be rediscovered later by the right historian. Over the next few weeks, your life is back to normal, going to school, working your paper route, and other activities of the 1980s. Doing your Atari, Trapper Keepers, that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
One day, while in history class, you are told by Principal Schmidt, you're, little Schmidt there, you got a little
Here we
Schmidt on
go.
your face.
Yeah.
Your history teacher, Mr. Prufrock, yeah! We got to play Prufrock and Schmidt after this real quick.
There you go.
Had to suddenly take a leave of absence. As he introduces the new teacher, a woman who looks exactly like Martha enters the room. She is wearing the same medallion you saw her wear during your time travels. She introduces herself as Miss Martha Wilkins. As she does, she looks directly at you and says, "I look forward to teaching all of you. You have a sinking feeling history class and your life will never be the same." The end. That was a good one.
That was a good
That was good.
one
That
too.
was good.
So again, she follows you. She just hunts you like the animal you are.
Man, we got some Martha Smith all over our like Wilkins, not Smith.
Yeah, I kind of liked her character, so I was like, I'm gonna
You
keep
just
putting her
kept, yeah,
in.
that's good,
So,
man. This like time traveling woman that will not like relent.
yes, she just keeps coming after you over and over again, and then you sprinkle in some Prufrock and Schmidt in this one, and so yeah, I had to make Prufrock and Schmidt a teacher and a principal.
You had to. You had to. Hey, for fun, if anybody wants to listen, we have a Christmas or holiday episode. Well, we did a Halloween episode that features Prufrock and Schmidt as well for fun.
Yes.
So
yeah, go to uchoospodcast.com and it's in the archives, as they say. But yeah, the Martha is the Terminator 1000.
Martha Wilkins just coming down, wants to get you.
Yes,
that is so good.
Yes, there's one more arc with her, so and it takes another twist at the end.
I love it.
That you'll have to check out. So
I love it.
But in several others, there's one with the mysterious tower where there's a ghost. There's another one where Eddie, we meet a ocean god. Ooh. And we request to be turned into a shark. But do you think we're gonna get turned into a shark?
Why would that work? You never get actually turned into a shark. That's the reality of that one.
No.
We will
more concussions.
We'll get 1,001 concussions, but no sharks.
Exactly. Yeah. Lots of concussions and crevasses, but never
no sharks.
No, not.
So yeah, thank you all for joining us. This is basically our original Which Way book, if you will, and like we said, maybe we'll do a couple of hard copies for the fun of it.
Yeah. Lots of people in the chat, and that's what makes this way more fun.
Oh, absolutely. And we might go back to our other format. What next time? What do you think, Lee? Or should we do this another dive on this one?
Yeah. We can go back to some of the other books. We can always come back to this. I need to refine it a little bit more and fix a few things, and maybe get some illustrations in there, and then we'll try to do find another Martha or some other stuff. So we'll see.
All right.
Play it by ear.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight.
Yes. And until next time, you choose the adventure. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care.